when it comes to your life and your work, I mean, if one listens to the critics, it's that the narrative is that anything that Kangana is involved with, any project, cannot go smoothly. If one looks at it from your perspective, what is the correct narrative?
I asked Prasoon sir the same thing, because when I was struggling with this whole thing, and at the time, we had no idea of, when my studio saw the film, they're like, but this is a different film, so you should definitely be getting credited, whether good or bad, whatever you've done, you should take credit for it. I said fine, so I don't really have nothing to say to that, but to begin with, to have that sort of selflessness, that I'm going into it without caring about credit or anything. So I remember having a very sort of a really vulnerable moment, because media was sort of like that. I was feeling absolutely judged and attacked and harassed, and I remember in one of the dialogue sittings and feeling really vulnerable, and I asked him, I said, Prasoon sir, why do you think there is so much opposition when it comes to people like me? So what is this narrative? So he said something very interesting, which I only want to quote him and not myself. He said that Kangana, mediocrity is always going to be threatened by talent. There is nothing that mediocrity fears more than talent. And I'm like, well, maybe, because that is the only explanation. Because I don't feel so threatened by anyone around. Like you see, I will praise Alia, or I will praise Anushka, or I will praise everyone. I never shied away from going to Deepika's Piku trials, or everyone I've praised in my capacity. Like Sonakshi's Lutera I saw, and a whole year I praised her.
Right.
I don't get threatened. Why don't I see the same sort of why is everyone like, oh, she doesn't exist?